3rd of October show is here. It's here. Welcome to Recovery. What a massively weird show we've got for you today. Public Enemy are going to come into our studios. Apparently, Luna will be here as well. Valentine are going to be here. Southern Culture on the Skids will be here to do some nice southern cooking for us. John Marsden, a wonderful author, will be in here to yarn. Bill Bailey's going to be here to make us laugh. And also, we've got some very special guests, haven't we, Miss Jane?
We've got guests all the way from Sheffield in the UK, and they got on a 5:30 flight this morning to be here. Would you please welcome Nick Banks and Jarvis Cocker of Pulp?
This time in the morning. Yes, hello. We're here to tell you the Dandy Warhols are about to play a song, Every Day Should Be a Holiday, which I agree with, Nick, don't you?
Yes.
Especially today.
It should be a holy day, yes.
Sit down. Shut
yes.
up.
Right, there we go.
The Dandy Warhols!
The Dandy Warhols from Portland, Oregon. That is Every Day Should Be a Holiday. From this, Come Down. And we'll have more Dandy Warhols a bit later. Also coming up on today's show, we catch up with Ross Clarke-Jones. We look at busking. Back in Manly, they did some busking festivals. And some more of the whole interview with Courtney Love. Plus there's clips from The Wise Guys, Custard, The Living End and Stardust. But this time, it's time to ask the question. What is the question we are to ask?
I don't know, you tell me. Oh, sorry. Who's behind the marshals this week?
Who is?
Oh!
Wonderful, wonderful nocturnal. Ross Clarke-Jones likes to surf very big waves. The very big waves that are kind of 4 stories high and you need to be towed out to surf back in. In January, he found the biggest waves ever. This story was shot by Tim Benithan. Big waves. Man, sick, crazy.
It's pretty real, my surfing's real. Not so real. I've been going to Hawaii for 12 years now. That 3-month period of winter in Hawaii is so exciting. It tends to make the rest of the year quite boring as far as surfing goes. You get into the straps and you toe into the wave. And you go, and you accelerate, and then you let go of the rope, and then you continue to surf from then on. It's very fast, and it feels like 100 kilometres an hour on some of the bigger ones. I like to get a radar and really see how fast we are going. Yeah, I'd try surf it. If you're going to die anyway, you might as well go trying to surf the bloody wave, wouldn't you? There was one wave on January 28, which will stand out for the rest of my life. It was probably the biggest wave I've ever surfed. I didn't actually do anything on it. I just went straight and I was hanging on for my life. But going that fast on a surfboard was something I don't know if I'll ever experience again. If you fall off at doing that speed, it does feel like concrete. You tend to bounce for quite a bit. The trick's not to get your neck or your protruding parts of your body, meaning arms and legs, or neck, not to get caught, because that's when you tend to rip muscles and tweak tendons and things like that. As soon as you you lose respect, or you get a little bit cocky, or you get, you think you're invincible, you usually get a slap from the ocean to make you wake up. I've been slapped quite a few times. I broke my back at Pipeline, and it's one of those days I thought I shouldn't have gone out. Got sucked up the face of the wave and slammed on the reef with the full force of the wave on my buttocks. I went unconscious, and I was underwater as 3 or 4 waves passed over me, wondering where the hell I was. I popped up and all I felt like was torso and no legs, I was temporarily paralysed. It was one of the scariest feelings in the world. My instant feeling is, am I in a wheelchair for the rest of my life? There's nothing beat a tube inside a barrel. In the pit of a wave, which is the most critical section of the wave, where the most speed is, and that's the spot to be for me, or for everybody that surfs. Young and upcoming big wave riders, don't do it. I don't need the competition.
About to wrap up their first ever tour of Australia are Pulp, who have been playing stuff off their sixth and latest album, This Is Hardcore. The only original Pulp member left in the band as it stands is Jarvis Cocker, and it's been around 20 years. If you hadn't noticed yet, Jarvis is here with us this morning, along with Pulp's Sticksman, Nick Banks. Welcome to the interview bit, Nick and Jarvis!
Thank you, yeah.
Thank you for getting up so early this morning. You must have...
I'm usually up this time anyway, having a jog around the
Yes,
park.
we're yes.
A sporty kind of band. You get in for a bit of a surf now and then?
Oh, we're mad for it.
Yeah.
The surfing regime's strong.
Now, I've looked hard through all my notes and found a variety of starting dates for the band. We'll do a little Pulp stuff first. When was the official starting year?
Played our first concert in front of other human beings in 1980.
1980.
Yeah.
But the band started a little bit before then by making a film. Is that right? Wasn't that your first project before any gigs or anything?
Yes, we made a film. It was called The Three Spartans. It was a remake of The 300 Spartans.
The three. It's good.
It had
Minimal.
3 people from the band in it. In fact, I only had 2 of the band in it because one had to have his dinner, so we had a stick with a hat on top to represent the other member of the band.
What was that, the drummer? The drummer always seems to go off for dinner.
Yeah, our first drummer left the band because he wanted to play football.
And that was Candida's brother originally, wasn't it?
Oh, no, he came a long time after that. He's disappeared.
How many drummers have you had?
Loads. He's on his way out, so...
Yeah.
You're staying here, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll be off in about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Why did you start with a film?
Because we had a manager. Well, we had a member of the group who was so tone deaf that we couldn't let him be in the group, so we said, well, you can be the manager. Because we thought every group had to have a manager, but we didn't really know what a manager was supposed to do. But he had a Super 8 camera, so he decided to make a film about us.
Good reasons,
This is before videos were fashion.
Absolutely, yes.
Wow.
Cutting edge,
We
you
were
see.
really forging ahead there.
I don't think you'd want to play a clip of the Three Spartans. I'm sure it'd be...
Where is the Three Spartans now?
I think our manager, Glenn Marshall, has still got it in his loft.
Ooh, it'll be bootlegged one day and available on the black market through the internet. So look for that, kids, and that'll be great. And you've pursued your interest in film all through the years of Pulp's existence. What clips have you made for Pulp?
We did the one for Babies, the first one, and Razzmatazz did that one.
Yeah, and do you remember the first time?
Do you remember the first time?
Yes.
Yes, do you?
Do you remember the first time?
Yeah. But then stop doing them. Well, no, we still have something to do with them, but don't do it all, because it's a bit...
Well,
time-consuming.
Pop group is time-consuming, you know.
Everything's time-consuming.
But Mark Webber in the band is a very big Super 8 keen film buff goer.
Yeah, so
he just makes mucky films, though.
Yeah,
Mucky films. Can't go into
generally
mucky
just
films.
starring himself.
Awful. We can't talk. Well, let's talk about this film instead, which is not mucky.
And
this
you
is
do
wonderful.
ask the question in this film, do you remember the first time?
Yes,
You've
that's
got
got
a
it in,
host of celebrities in that.
30 minutes of them.
Yeah,
It's a wonderful bit of footage, that, all talking about their first time.
Yeah.
Watch the video.
Having sex.
Oh, right, really? Thanks very much, Jarvis. Good.
Trying to confuse anyone.
No, not the first time they ever, rode in a car.
Yeah, that's not as interesting. It's not as fascinating with old people talking about that either. No.
Having it off.
Having it off. Great. That's good. We're doing well. And there's a film of your new album, This Is Hardcore as well. Is that true?
Eventually there will be, yes. We've got to sort that out when we get back to the UK.
Okay, so is that going to come out on a video or something? That we
I
can
dare
find?
say, I dare say.
Good. Look
But
for
it
that.
might be an 18 certificate.
Yeah.
Do you have
That
18
means like
certificate?
an R-rated
Oh, right.
in British film terms.
Okay.
British
You
classification.
have R.
Yes, you have 18.
We have 18.
Certificate.
Yes.
Very
How do
serious.
your younger fans cope with that? Do they mind that you've got
all right. They
nude
do.
ladies on the
I'm sure
front?
they probably...
It just makes it more interesting to have to kind of put false moustaches on
And hide it from the parents and stuff, yeah.
sneak in. It's just like buying a
Dr.
drink
Deep
when you're
voice.
15.
I guess. Fake ID. Show your mum your
It's
fake
all
ID.
part of the, you know, they travel through life. You've got to do it.
The journey. Hardcore is a rave term in the UK, hardcore, and a punk one in the US. Does this cause confusion on your travels?
Yeah, we get a lot of
Yes.
hardcore punk ravers. at our concert.
I did see a guy in the audience with a very large Mohican the other day. Yes, right down the
A
front.
Mohican?
Big yellow Mohican.
Good heavens, a yellow one.
Yeah.
It was taught, and he was
A cocker.
he was into
And
it.
was he vibing?
He was vibing.
I never saw
Was
it.
he yelling out,
And
oi,
and he was wearing glasses,
Really?
A mohawk
which is
and
quite a
glasses.
nice little combination.
Yes, yes. It's very interesting. Very. I can't keep
You should
commenting.
have been concentrating on your drumming.
Well, you've got to do something. You've got to have a
look.
look round, haven't you? See what's going on.
Check out the
You just
crowd.
never know what you miss.
Hence answer that question wonderfully. How do you think non-British listeners perceive your distinctly British sounds?
Oh, I don't know.
Do you not think about that?
Well, I don't think it's that distinctly British, really.
Don't you?
No, I don't. No.
Yeah, bit of music.
I do.
You know.
Oh, all right.
Is that bad of me? Was that a
What
judgment?
about the term
You can-
Britpop, which you seem to be calling to years ago?
But that's a horrible term. We never said we were Brit.
The British press did.
Well,
they'd always-
you don't want to trust
yeah.
that and just talk about load of rubbish.
So you don't think you have a universally British kind of sound? Is it more pop?
We try to reach everyone.
Don't we?
Yes.
Mohicans.
Spectacle wearers.
Yes.
Should they come together, then it's
Anything
all
in
better, isn't it?
between.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
We don't care where
We're
you come from.
we're a broad
and who
church.
you are and what sex or nationhood you are.
Sounds like a good...
Don't we? We're broad. We'll have anybody. We're desperate.
Literally
We'll have anybody,
we
won't
will
we?
have literally anybody,
Yeah.
yes.
It's a beautiful thing. I never knew you beautiful.
Sounds like a
brought
good
it-
thing
almost
for the
brought a tear
election
to my eye,
campaign,
I'll tell
doesn't
you.
it, for today?
To that eye as well.
Your overseas fans started to fully multiply when Common People came out in '95, and was it with his and hers? Hers and his?
His and hers?
His and hers
Or
in
you're
the
talking
UK?
different class?
Isn't
No.
it slightly preceded different
Yeah.
class in
Yes.
the general
Thank you.
order of-
But before then, pop was spent a good decade or so waiting for the massive exposure. How have those years before the big time, can I say that word? Yes, affected your perception of where you're at now?
It'd like to make you think you appreciate it a bit more.
But we don't.
No, we're unappreciating
Churlish.
sods.
Yes.
No.
I don't know. I mean,
You've become
it's not
cynical,
like,
is
it's
that
not
what
like
you're
we sat in a room for 10 years, like
Desperately
thinking,
trying-
well, we're not famous yet. Are we famous yet, Nick? No. All right. Okay. Then. I think we'll be famous next week. No. All right. You know, we did lots of things. You taught girls.
I did, yes, yes.
Nick
in
taught
many
girls
ways.
how to play. Nick ran the girls' football team, didn't he?
I did run a girls' football team, yes, for a short while, yes.
And I worked in a fish market for a bit.
Yeah.
You know.
There are
Lots
many
of
varied
life-
jobs.
Lots
yeah.
of life
Candida worked
experiences.
in a toy shop, didn't she?
Candida
Yes.
worked in a toy shop, yeah.
Yes.
So did I.
There you go, you see.
How do you explain the band's leap into the international spotlight? Did the band get better or did the world catch up?
Maybe a bit of
Will
both.
we ever know?
Maybe a bit of both.
It's like the chicken and the egg, innit? You can't.
Thankfully, I have a chicken and
There
egg.
you go, you see. Which came first? Come on.
Yes, it's like the chicken and the egg. Which came first?
And this can be Jarvis.
What? This is me?
Yes.
That's only got a...
No, it's no lie.
Well, that is a perm to die for, though, isn't it? Let's face it.
It is quite a nice hairstyle, yeah. All right. Any road. Just...
Anyway, bring the camera back, get it off there. We can't have those kind of hand shots. Over the past few years, you've been no stranger to tabloid attention because of stunts like that. I won't go into the Michael stuff or the sorted area, but did you see that news footage of the very interesting scenes outside the courtroom? I don't want to go into it too much, but there were interesting scenes of a whole lot of Jarvis lookalikes having a battle with a whole lot of Michael Jackson lookalikes.
Yeah.
Did you see that footage on the
I
news?
didn't,
It's that
I didn't
How does
see
it make
that.
you feel? Did you hear about it?
Well, who
Or is
won?
this- I think the Jarvises would have won.
I thought it would have been a...
Yay!
It wouldn't be much of a fight, though, would it?
Well, no, like,
Michael Jackson and two of the
I'm bad.
puffiest people.
I'm better.
yeah, well, nice, yeah. Who can sing highest? Perhaps.
I would have liked to have seen that fight, but I didn't.
No. Oh, well, I won't go any further then, because we're getting the rap anyway. Have
we?
you written any songs since you've been here?
Yes.
Have you?
Whole albums were.
Many
Really? You had a lot of time, have you?
Because and most of them are about koalas.
And they're wet
No
bottoms.
tree, no me.
That's so true, though.
Yeah,
So
well,
use that for their campaign.
yes,
then.
We have embraced the fluffy koala.
We all went and touched koalas yesterday.
Yes.
Well done.
And fed the kangaroos.
Yes, we held them close to our breast.
Yeah. The kangaroos?
All of them.
And the wombats?
And what were them little things that looked like a hedgehog
The
with no
Australian
spine?
Was it a bandicoot?
No, it
No.
weren't. It's had a different name.
Livid this evening, Pulp will be playing. Do you
Any
know what time?
surprises for Livid tonight?
It's in the dark
today?
time.
Well, if we told you, there won't be surprises, would there?
But we're going
Sorry.
to... I'm absolutely livid, mate. Why is it
Yeah,
called
yes,
Livid?
everyone
Can you
really
tell me
angry
why
there.
it's
That's the
called
question that
Livid?
everyone asks.
Wasn't they really angry when they thought up the idea of...
Well, if you spell it backwards, it's like divil.
Well, I actually heard the Livid Festival was short for live and vivid. We're learning things here at Recovery today.
And how come the big important question of today, why on earth did you say yes? It's very good, but why did you say yes to coming on our show today?
I really don't know.
We just had to. We heard it was the best way to spend a Saturday morning.
Yeah!
Pops, Nick Banks, and Mr. Jarvis Cocker! Pulp!
And you'll actually be hanging around for a while, yeah?
Yeah, I'm enjoying this water.
hanging,
It's
we'll be-
beautiful. And
yeah.
also
Hanging
the
out.
chicken.
Melbourne water.
The catering is
hanging out on a
fantastic.
Saturday morning with Jarvis and Nick from Pulp. So stay tuned because there's lots more of them coming up and us
Yes,
as well
all
and many
sorts.
things, Luna and Dandy Warhols. But right now, let's have a look at your current clip. Do you want to say anything about your current clip for Party Hard from the album?
Oh, it's great, and it was very enjoyable to do it, and look out for the good dancing in it.
There's some lots of lovely ladies.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at it. Pulp, Party Hard from This Is Hardcore.
I used to try very hard to make friends with everyone on the planet. I've seen you having it, but now you just have it. Entertainment can sometimes be hard when the thing that you love is the same thing that's holding you down. This man is dangerous. He just shed his load on your best party frock. Before you enter the palace of wisdom, you have to decide, are you ready to rock? Can you party with me? Can you show me a good time? Do you even know what one looks like? And I don't need to hear your stories again. Just get on the floor and show me what you're made of. Just what exactly I'm made of. I was having a whale of a time until your uncle's psychosis arrived. Why do we have to kill ourselves just to prove we're alive? I'm here whenever you need me, whenever you need me. Well, I won't be here. And have you ever stopped to ask yourself, if you didn't come to party, then why did you come here? Why did you come here? And do you really want to know just how come you turned out so dumb? When the party's over
Oh, Jesus.
There were 2 hits. The girl next to me, she threatened him, took something, got shot, and ran away. Oh, my God.
Shut down the arena. Get on your goddamn radio right now and shut down the arena. Do you understand?
Whoa! Control yourself at your age.
I'm trying to get excited
All
for
right,
the morning.
okay,
I've got to do this fake awake thing all morning, just as you do today. And now it's time for a very exciting segment. So a little bit of a drum roll. It's a big one. The Enforcers Guinea Pig Theatre! A lot of international tours never make it past Japan. As a result, we like to make our own fun. And one of the ways we like to do that is to pretend that animals can talk. So without further ado, here's one of our more popular segments, the Enforcers Guinea Pig Theatre, today performing Water Rats.
Ah, this is the life, isn't it? Just getting into this boat and cruising around this beautiful harbour. I could lie here all day on this boat.
Great work, Holloway. That kind of performance is going to win us a Logie, isn't it?
Like I really care.
Oh, it's okay for you. You've met Woody Allen.
And Alan Alda.
This is my big chance to perform an emotive scene.
Yeah, like what?
I'm pregnant.
What?
Perfect, but maybe just a little more inflection on that last syllable.
I've already got 127 kids.
Project your voice. Olivia could whisper and the back row of the old Vic could still hear him.
Don't run away from me. I hope any kids watching this have learned something today.
I don't know. I'm hungry. And you seem to drop out of character in that last bit. Can we do it again?
No, I'm going in the boat.
Good. Continuing our pledge to help scriptwriters showcase their work, we would like you to fax in your very own Water Rats script for the Enforcers Guinea Pig Theatre to perform today. Do so on this fax number here. 0395242506, and if it's performed, you may get a very crappy CD that we choose, or something like that, which would be just great. Did you enjoy that segment?
I did, but I thought it's a rip-off of Hammy Hamster.
It is a direct rip-off, yes.
Yeah. But that's all right.
All of our segments are direct rip-offs of somewhere else in the world, which we guaranteed Australia hasn't seen because they
Sorry, have I spoiled?
No, we like to expose that kind of thing, so that's great.
Expose yourself.
No, not that much, really. You're allowed to throw to this next wonderful band if you'd like to.
Oh, yeah, it's Luna.
Very good.
I don't know, how do you reckon you pronounce it? E-hop?
I-hop.
I-hop? E-hop?
It could be the
I-H-O-P.
in the House of Pancakes or something. They're from America. It's their first visit to Australia. It's off their 4th album.
All right, OK. Oh, sorry, I haven't got that.
No, I wanted to do that together like that.
All right, OK.
Yeah.
Let's have it then.
And please welcome, you've got to say please welcome Luna.
Please welcome Luna.
Let's have it.
Yeah, that's right!
In the house of pancakes, I got a banana split personality. Lately it's been happy hour all day long. Sip it slowly and leave the olive. She is very fond of you. Of smoking English cigarettes. Oh, that's a provocation, if that one was. Brother number one, brother number two.
meeting of anonymous cads. You shuffle your feet and whistle out aloud. Oh, listen what they're saying. What a load of crap. You ain't no Cary Grant. But then again, who is?
To come and play to us today, that is Luna here at Recovery and IHOP, or International House of Pancakes. And we'll have a bit more Luna later. We've also got later Public Enemy coming on the show. We've also got the Dandy Warhols and Violetine, so stay tuned. There's also clips from Sprung Monkey and The Living End. But a bit of a
monkey.
What? Don't you know Sprung Monkey? What's wrong with sprung monkeys?
Well, I don't know.
Is that a British term for something rude?
Spring onion.
No, but it's sprung, not spring.
It's just an unusual name.
Yes, it is.
Well, they might say pulp is weird.
Are they good?
They're very fine, yes. Right. San Diego kind of band.
Just funny name.
Guitars and things. I'm glad you find it amusing. What, do you find the name Natalie Imbruglia amusing?
I do, yeah. I can't pronounce it until I'm... It's like Jamiroquai, whatever his name is.
Well, we've actually got Natalie Imbruglia coming on the show in 2 weeks, and...
Well, how do you pronounce it? How is it?
Imbruglia.
All right, Imbruglia.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Or would you like me to say...
I'll do.
Imbruglia? I think I'm doing okay. She's coming on the show in 2 weeks, so to celebrate that fact... She's already done torn.
Yeah, but she has been torn.
Ripped.
Whatever do you mean by that, Jarvis?
I don't know.
We're just amusing ourselves.
Go on, sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
No.
Go on.
You can interrupt all you like. You've come to visit us. We're very happy to have you here. We're also going to be very happy that Natalie's coming, so we've got a competition happening. The first prize for this Natalie Imbruglia competition is a signed block mount and a Team Imbruglia jacket, a left of the middle signed CD, and a smoked signed CD single and runners up.
She's been busy then, hasn't she?
Yeah.
She's been very busy.
All that signing.
Many signings. Yeah. The question is, okay, did we just show a shot of that jacket? Yes? Okay, because you win that jacket. If you win this jacket, you'll be a member of Team Imbruglia. What does this mean? Please explain. That's the question. That's the question we are asking. Winners announced Saturday, the 17th of October. What do you think Team Imbruglia means?
Is it team as in like a teaming horde?
Is she taking up Grand Prix racing and that's what the people in her pit stop use when they're changing her tyres and that?
That could be a very good answer. You just might win this
competition. When her tyre has become torn when she was doing the corner and then she has to get it replaced.
We just don't know, do we?
I don't know. I don't know what Team Imbruglia is.
So get that in, and have we shown the address? Sorry, I've just been completely lost. Have we shown the address to send in the Natalie Imbruglia?
Yeah, I can
we
see
have
it.
seen it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yep, there it is there. So get those in by get them in very soon, and winners announced Saturday, 17th of October. And you too could be part of Team Imbruglia. But right now, some animation. Jarvis, you ever done any animation?
Yep, I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was at college, not a lot, no, because it's laborious because you know you have to take something like you could do it with this, couldn't you? You know, you get it and you go, and then after a bit you forget. I ain't got the patience. I just rather go like that at the end of it. Well, I lack the patience to do it properly, but I have had a go.
I'm glad. We like animation here at Recovery, and our friend Ryan Hinckley has done some animation for us. It's dancing pollies for election week and stuff like that. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
It's time now for Celebrity Boogie Night
Well, we see Howard and Kimbo going head-to-head for their chance to be minister for disco.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There were funky Chinamen from funky Chinatown. They were chopping them up, they were chopping them down. It's an ancient Chinese art, and everybody knew their part. From a fainting to a slip and a kicking from the hip, everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening, but they fought with expert timing. There was funky Billy Chin and little Sammy Chung. He said, "Here comes the big boss. Let's get it on." We took a bow and made a stand. Started swaying with the hand. A sudden motion made me skip. Now we're into a brand new trip. Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
We have two losers.
And now it's time for all things beats and dancey with DJ Jeanette. Please make her welcome!
Thanks, Dylan. How are you, Jarvis?
I'm all right, Jeanette.
Nice to have you sitting in with me. Okay, first thing I want to mention is, I don't know if you ever go to the big Ministry of Sound Club in London.
I used to live very near it.
Really?
It's Elephant Castle. I lived not 5 minutes away.
Did you like it? Is it happening?
Banging, man.
Yeah, very banging.
Banging.
Anyway, from about 92, because they got so huge and stuff, they started touring, going around the UK and stuff, taking their sounds around. They've been to Australia a few years ago. They're back again. It's actually DJ Paul Jackson, who is like their regular Friday night DJ.
Right.
He's going to be touring with our very own, actually Melbourne-based DJ, Jay Snipe.
Somebody arsing around behind
Yeah,
there,
this will carry on.
Yeah, go, yeah,
I've learned to
yeah.
slowly get used to it, but sometimes it does throw me off a little. Actually, maybe you can hold this up while we that's a picture of him behind there. You can get a close up. Okay, with the Ministry of Sound tour, maybe they can get a close up on. It's going to be in Melbourne on the 16th of October at Festival Hall. And just announced they're going to have extra. Carl Craig, who is from the States, who is really rocking.
Yeah, he's very good.
He is great.
Yeah.
With Mrs. Wood. The 17th of October in Perth. That's actually my favourite one because it's going to be Carl Craig, who's posing as Paperclip People, that's an AKA, with UK's Phil Asher. Do you know DJ Phil Asher?
Phil Asher, as in brim full of Asher?
No, that's it.
No, I don't
Not
know,
that
I'm
one.
afraid.
He's great, a great house DJ. That's in Perth on the 17th. On the 23rd of October in Auckland, it's just Paul Jackson and Jay Snipe. On the 24th in Sydney at the Metro, no Carl Craig, no Mrs. Wood. Sorry, guys. On the 30th of October at the Gold Coast, it's just Paul Jackson. And the 31st in Adelaide with Paul Jackson and Jay Snipe. So if you're into the ministry sort of stuff, they've actually just released a CD. I don't have a copy, so I can't hold it up. But I can feel a breeze blowing there. Something's happening. I can't hold the CD up yet. I don't have it. But there is a CD that's gone out with the tour. So it's something to check out. Tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight in Melbourne. I don't know if you've heard of Ninja Tunes. I'm sure you have.
Yeah.
You into them?
Not bad,
It's actually a label, not bad. There's a big tour happening called the Funk Kung Fusion, as in funk, kung fu fusion, right? It's sort of playing on that thing. It's the World Tour of '98. Now it's going to be in Melbourne tonight. It's DJ Vadim, or should I say DJ Vadim? He's Russian, but you know, grown up in the UK. A bit of a beat scientist, really into his hip hop. He's a founding member of Stop R&B Killing Hip Hop movement. Have you heard of that?
I have not, no. Do they have lots of big demonstrations? And
well,
things?
I don't know how far they're going with it, but it's kind of a bit of a diss against, you know, the kind of stuff, say, Puff Daddy's doing, trying to get back to its roots, you know, that sort of thing. So,
well, I think that's not a bad thing, then. Not a bad movement.
No, he makes great stuff. He makes great music. In fact, I have his album here. It's called USSR, funny enough, that's where he's from. And it actually came out in a double. This one is a remix album. People like DJ Crush, The Herbalizer, Clatterbox have done remixes of the original stuff there. So it's great. That's DJ Venom. Anyway, he'll be playing alongside of Neotropic. Now, Neotropic is actually a she. They're actually making a big fuss about everything I read about Neotropic is like she's the first female artist to be...
sheep?
She is.
A sheep.
The first female...
Sheep.
I didn't mention sheep. I said nothing about a sheep. Neotropic is the first female artist to be signed to the Ninja Tune label. Now,
Should be
I'm just wondering why it's taken this long. The big carry-on is like, she's the first female. No, she is the first female. So, do you think there's more females? I'm sure there is. There's more out there. There's more out there.
Yeah,
We've just got to be discovered.
but it shouldn't be a big deal, should it, really?
Exactly, that's what I say.
Just
Because
whether
everything
they're
I
any
read
good
is
or
like...
not.
Exactly. So I'm wondering why it's taken this long. But anyway, she'll be performing live. Okay, so she's got, you know, dance, special effects.
They're lovely.
She does it all live, and she
save
even
them
has a
from
slideshow
the
to go along with her sound, so... Distracting me. So anyway, that's worth checking out. That's tonight at the Hi-Fi Bar in Swanston Street. And tomorrow night, Bridget at the Dandy in Sydney. Now that's going from 8 p.m. till 3 a.m. Now that's worth checking out. Okay, along the same lines is this album, The Wise Guys. It's actually not two anymore. It used to be two guys, now it's just one, but he's still called The Wise Guys. Has just released an album. It's called The Antidote, and it's all hip-hop based. Really good because it's like, it's not just 90 BPMs with rhymes and stuff. It's upbeat, it's slow, it's got rhymes, yeah, it's a whole variety. He's worked with rhymers from the States. And, yeah, I'm getting...
Well,
okay, we're going to... Yeah, I know you are, thank you. We're going to see a clip now from it, from The Wise Guys. It's called Start the Commotion. I might start some commotion now when we go to this clip.
Oh, he's
thank you.
He's scared now, you see.
Thank you. Thanks for listening.
Line it up, baby. Just start the commotion. Put the body in motion. Put the body in motion. Put the body in motion. Get up, get up. Put the body in motion. Put the body in motion. Put the body in motion. Don't do it, just start the commotion.
at Manly and I made $250.
And now it's time to announce the winners of our Living End competition. We've had multitudes of entries and winners from all over the place because we had winners from every state. Some of the entries are stuck to the wall. Here, yonder. This one here is from Harry. Well done, Harry. This is a puffy one. They're all stuck. You have to design a postage stamp for Living End. And so our winners, I think we've got the winners scrolling, or they did, or something underneath the screen. But congratulations to all those people. Annette, Simon, Kerry and Kelly, and Deanne Shandle-Mayer and Erin Bretherton. They win lots of stuff. Double passes to see the Living End performing in your state. Living In, you get to meet them backstage. You win their CDs and singles and autographed stuff and tour merchandise galore. Special mentions for Zoe Martin and Andrew McRae. We don't know what you win yet, but we'll find something for those special mentions. Ah, that's lovely. So very well done, and that's the end of the Living End competition. We'll be playing a Living End clip, their new one, Save the Day, later on today's show as well. So keep your eyes open and your ears peeled for that. Nick,
ears peeled?
Is that wrong?
You don't peel your ears, you peel your eyes, you don't peel your ears.
Why not?
It'd be very, very painful and stupid.
Van Gogh did.
No, he just chopped it off.
He peeled it off.
He did not peel it off.
I would tend to argue with you there. In case you hadn't noticed, we do have Pulp members Nick Banks and Jarvis Cocker with us this morning, joining us just to hang around because it's a wonderful thing to do. And don't the crowd love it? We have a band in our studios. They're all the way from America. Would you like to tell us all about them, Nick?
Well, there's a very good group. They're called Luna.
Yeah,
and they've got a new single out, and I'm very... got my ears peeled.
Yes. No, you haven't got your ears peeled, you've got your ears...
So I want to hear it. Is that heard it yet?
You cock your ears to it, yeah.
Cocking my ear.
It's called
Tracy, I Love You, and I think it's going to be...
It's on the tour EP and it's on Pub Tent as well, their latest album. Here's Luna!
Tell me stories on my birthday. Buy me gifts on Halloween. She's pretending not to know me, but I know where she's been. Change your name and change your number. I'm gonna find you anyhow. I have been through all your things, asking when and how and why. I spend too much time in airplanes, eating peanuts and getting high. Don't know why I can't stop smiling when I only need to cry. Change your name and change your number. I'm gonna find you anyhow. I have been through all your things, asking when and how and why.
Luna! Thank you, Luna. Very wonderful, Luna. That was the latest single from Pup Tent. Where's that? Where, did you get that away?
In my pocket, yeah.
From Pup Tent, which is
I'm up to steal it.
You can't. We've got to keep showing it all through today's show. Here it is. And you show that. Pup Tent, is that a game or something?
That's a game teenagers play.
What kind of game?
You make up the rules as you go along.
It's a naughty game.
So it's something
Is it a
for a boy and a
naughty
girl
bad
to play. Well, not necessarily, of course, but
Maybe
was
we'll
for
play
me.
after or something, if you want to. And we also heard IHOP before. Is that a real place?
there's many. There's about
It's
there's
a chain.
thousands of them. It's a chain of.
So they probably don't even need a plug.
No, they
I'll
don't.
give them the plug.
I won't do that then. Good. Playing Livid today, along with Pulp, of course. What time are Pulp on?
I have the faintest idea.
Why don't you ask them what time they're on?
Do you know what time we're on?
5:05.
You're at 5+5.
Oh, what time they're on?
No, them.
Are we on
Oh
at
no,
5+5?
I don't know what time you're on now.
No, we're on probably.
Maybe
late.
if you're going, you'll probably
just
just be
don't
there
know,
all day
do we?
anyway.
No one knows.
Who? 8 o'clock? Who's at 8 o'clock?
Oh, right.
Pulp or
So,
10 to
yeah, I
8,
believe
right.
we're on 10 to 8.
There you go.
So there you go. We just don't know, do we?
We all know stuff here. Dean used to live in Sydney for a while,
I
born
did.
in New Zealand as well, and been to Melbourne a few times before. Was that a long time ago?
It was a long time ago. It was in the mid '70s. I came to Melbourne. Got stuck here for a few days because my dad crashed the car. We were playing Spot the Volkswagen.
Ha ha, wee! I think that was our Volkswagen in the mid-70s, fully. We did break down, and that's awful. And your first album was called Luna Park, a reference to an Australian site, our Luna Parks?
Well, it could be. There are actually many Luna Parks. There's one in New York City also.
Really?
Yes.
Do they make the gag
In the
about
Soviet
spelling it
Union.
backwards there?
Spelling it backwards?
Yeah.
I don't know that gag.
Tell us.
I can't.
Crap.
Luna Park. Oh, hi! And are you lunatics? Is my great question at the end. And that's the end of that. And thank you very much for being with us today, Luna! That was great.
I'm still pinching in, right?
Huh? No, you can't. Don't push it.
I pinched him.
Can you show the tour EP then?
Oh,
you show the tour.
I'm going to talk to these people.
I'm sorry to interrupt. This is their tour EP as well, Luna's tour EP, which has got a great spot, the different thing on the cover there. Fantastic. And right now it is time for a very special Lee's Film Review with Jarvis Cocker.
And Jarvis is with me today doing the film
Yes.
review. How are you, Jarvis?
I'm all right.
Are you a film fan? Yourself?
I am, yes, love films.
Love films. Well, today's two films, unfortunately, are pretty bad.
All right.
The first one up is Snake Eyes, which is Brian De Palma's latest film. I've been looking forward to this film all year because
Right.
I'm sort of a Brian De Palma fan. What do you think about him?
What else did he do?
He did Carrie, you know, the whole pig blood thing, and
Liked.
The Untouchable. You liked Carrie. He did Blow Out, the remake of Blow Out.
Reasonable.
He always has these ridiculous situations where for half an hour he sets up this thing so that something can happen later on, but they're ridiculous. Like in Raising Cain, I don't know if you've seen the last film he did. He had this ute with this sort of spike sticking inexplicably out of it back into a garage for like half an hour so that a baby could fall down and get spiked, and it's all one big setup. And he sets up these loopy situations. And Snake Eyes, I was looking forward to, and it's bad, unfortunately. This film is basically about Nicolas Cage, who plays sort of this cop who does a silly walk impersonation for most of the movie. He's walking around, he's at a boxing match, he's sitting down, and the Secretary of Defence, who's a couple of rows behind him, gets assassinated. So the rest of the film is they lock off the whole boxing rink, they lock it all off, so that no one can get out, and they're going to search the 40,000 people.
So it's like a big Agatha Christie.
It is. It's like Pluto or something, except you've got 40,000 people to search through. Unfortunately, the problem with this movie is they let you know who did it in the first 5 or probably 10 minutes. So for the rest of the movie, you're just going, Cage, just hurry up and find it, because we already know. And that's
Doesn't seem very clever, that.
No. They could have done so much with it. 40,000 people to chuck around. And they did this huge setup, like, just before he got shot, Cage is looking around going, my God, he looks suspicious, she looks suspicious, they look suspicious. And then, boom, he's dead. His brains are all over Cage's nice shirt. And then 5 minutes later, you know who it is? I'm not going to say anything. Although I wouldn't be ruining anyone's day if I did.
Yeah, well, that's it. They should have learned. You've got to keep a bit of tension going, haven't
Exactly,
you?
you've got to keep it throughout the movie. I don't know. I came close to walking out of this movie because of that. Have you ever walked out of a film?
No, I usually fall asleep. That's the same. And it's like mentally you've walked out of it, haven't you?
What have you fallen asleep in?
Oh, I can't remember.
I fell asleep during the Pelican Brief. Remember that with Julia Roberts?
Pelicans,
Was it John Grisham?
I'm wearing a pair of them today.
All right, well...
Cheap joke, sorry. Rubbish.
Cheap joke.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at this sheep clip. Let's peel our eyes, shall we, for this clip?
Yeah, we'll peel the eyes.
We'll peel the eyes for this clip from Snake Eyes, and maybe you can make up your own mind, but it might
Dad, can you tell me, have you seen this clip before?
I have.
Can you give me a clue? I don't want you to tell me who the killer is, but does the killer appear in this clip?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, all right, okay. All right, so...
Hey! I want to go upstairs now. Hey! And if you don't come with me, I'm sure somebody else will.
Change of plans. They're at the elevators. Hang a right.
Wait a minute.
That's right. Yeah, 5 o'clock.
Oh.
There you have it. What did you think? Tension?
Gripping that was, yeah. Somebody walking down a corridor.
I know, I could hardly pry your fingers off the edge of this seat. You were just onto it. Yeah, in my opinion, they should have just set fire to the film stock and just all thrown their checkbooks into it because this film, you know, is just it's loopy. It's loopy. There's fluff going everywhere as we talk. And onto another bad film. Titanic just came out this week on video in Australia. Yeah.
You know what? I've got to admit, I haven't seen that film.
That is so punk. You haven't.
What?
It's
I
like
haven't seen it, no.
Yes, you've managed to avoid it. Is that because you don't want to because everyone's seeing it?
No, I don't know. I don't know. I managed to avoid it since everybody else in the world seems to have seen it. But
it's like, how can all these people... I went into the video shop and there's literally 80 copies of this movie and they're all out. Like, they knew how it was going to end the first time. Now they even more know how it's going to end and they're just all hiring it again.
I've heard also that sometimes people are going to see the film and then jumping in a river afterwards. No, honestly, apparently that is true.
They always have those stories.
Get into the feel of it.
Remember when The Exorcist came out, people were saying that they were being possessed through the screen? Kind of before my time.
It was probably true.
Probably true. Now we're looking at... I've decided to avoid that, be punk like Jarvis, and avoid Titanic's release. We're looking at For Richer or Poorer. Another crap film. This is a film where the concept writes itself. Can you imagine the pitch meeting? We'll get a couple of white American rich guys, stick them in an Amish community, and then just funny stuff will happen because the white rich people don't get used. They don't know how to do the Amish stuff.
Who's in this film?
Tim Allen from Home Improvement and Kirstie Alley.
I've seen this on an airplane. It's appalling. It's absolutely. Don't go and watch it. It's absolutely crap.
It's probably. I think they. This film's actually a milestone, though. It does deserve its place in the history book of film because it's the first comedy without jokes that I've seen.
Yeah,
it has no jokes in it. It's a milestone. They have a couple sort of attempts, but I think what they thought is Kirstie Alley in a silly Amish hat will be funny.
Yeah.
Exactly, and they just thought that.
And then that bloke just makes them daft faces like that all the time,
exactly,
and that's
just
supposed
goes,
to be funny, yeah.
Makes a noise. Yeah, it was. It's probably
very poor.
Very poor. And you saw it on an aeroplane.
Yeah. I mean, you'll usually watch anything on an airplane to take you off, take your mind off the fact that you might die any.
Did you have to put the earphones? Because you don't have to. Do you have to put the earphones in to hear the movie?
I took the earphones out after a while and just looked at it on the screen. It's horrible. In fact, it's brought back horrible memories.
It's brought back horrible. We're all going to be sick here, and it's very lowbrow. Do you like lowbrow humour generally, like those sort of?
Of course, I'm very sophisticated. No, I don't mind. I like daft humour, but you know, people getting slapped round the face with a fish or whatever, you know, all that kind of stuff. I like all that kind of stuff, but there's a base level which you shouldn't go below.
Yeah, and they've definitely gone below. Let's have a look now. You got to remember this. This is the best joke. I don't know if Jarvis remembers it. This is the best joke in the movie, so pay attention.
This is May. 2 good, honest workers. Well, Molly gave me a big scare last week, didn't you, girl? Have a look at her pasta.
Oh, I see what you mean.
No, her past turn.
I just said ass burn.
Have a look at her past turn. I thought she said ass burn.
Yeah.
That's
good.
Should we do some more fish slapping now to cover up? No, don't like see it.
No,
Would you
don't
say?
see it. No, avoid it.
No thumbs up. Who are those two guys? Because there's a lot of noise going on in this studio,
Yeah.
isn't there?
Do something else with your
That's
time.
the set guys feverishly working over there to replace Violetine set. But I've done a budget movie. Every week I have the budget movie of the week, the weekly video that you get when you've only got $3.
All right, good idea.
Good idea. And this week's budget movie is one I thought you might like. Get Carter.
Oh yeah, very
You
good
do?
film.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Excellent.
Good opening scene. I like the whole thing. This is basically Michael Caine. He's like this real badass gangster who goes out to avenge his brother's death. And like this is before Michael Caine started doing Jaws sequels. And
No, it's a great film, and he goes up to Newcastle, and there's lots of. It's a bit seedy.
we've got a Newcastle here.
And he's going out with Britt Eklund. Telephone
Is that
sex.
her in the bathtub that we can't show on telly lifting up?
No, that's somebody else. But anyway, very good. Yes, I'd
Very good.
recommend that.
Recommended. Can we all please thank Jarvis for recommending Get Carter?
Marvellous.
Marvellous. Get it, and it's only...
And very good music as well. Very good music in that
Excellent. Who did the music for that?
Roy Budd.
Well, wealth of information. Okay, thank you. Now, we've got... Here we are. Credit to the Nation. That's in English. Guy. Just one guy, I think. And here's his song, the latest single off his album. It's Tacky Love Song. So just enjoy it.
Always seems to sing a song, harmony to make him strong, brighten up the day, showing it the way. Just one look upon her face makes the world a warmer place. Wanna get closer, really wanna hold you. She's the best thing that he's ever had, and I'm glad that he met her. She really keeps his feet on the ground. Whenever he's down, there's a big effort to keep him out of strife. That's why he wants her to be his wife. In the past, girls were condescending, making it hard for him to be himself. There seemed to be no way in for the brother to get by. Lock yourself in a room and start to sigh and cry. Until the day that he was walking in the supermarket. It's like a dream come true, I'm telling you. It was a spell from up above. Four eyes meet, instant love. Always seems to sing a song, harmony to make him strong, brighten up the day, showing it the way. Just one look upon her face makes the world a warmer place. Wanna get closer, really wanna hold you. Let's talk about feelings coming from the heart. Everybody's feelings, it's been there from the start. It's chemical, coming from within, never logical. That's love, we all know where we stand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cents. They've just met, and it's getting intense. What did they have in common? Chatting away. Time is the essence, and they're floating away. Into the skies, temperatures rise. Wanting it to happen, so it's not a surprise. Living it, loving it, feeling the joy. It's natural, a girl and a boy. Always seems to sing a song, harmony to make him strong, brighten up the day, showing it the way. Just one look upon her face makes the world a warmer place. I wanna get closer, really wanna hold you. There seems to be no other on his mind, one of a kind. No need to look, no need to touch, no need to find. No one standing around, checking for others, canoodling in the corners. He left it to his brothers every single day. Things were getting better, a spring in his feet, a will to forget the old. We're bringing the new. Why is that? Decisions on the living that were well overdue. Coming together and making a whole. Lust for words, but it's deep in the soul. This is the way that the story goes. When you find love, the harmony grows. Always seems to sing a song, harmony to make him strong, brighten up the day, showing it the way. Just one look upon her face makes the world a warmer place. I wanna get closer, really wanna hold you. Always seems to sing a song, harmony to make him strong, brighten up the day, showing it the way. Just one look upon her face makes the world that song, harmony to make it strong. It's right enough. I see the magic in your eyes. I see it come as no surprise. And you turn your eyes away. Yeah, you turn it off.
The astounding magical talents of the Enforcer. Still to come on today's show, the Dandy Warhols, Violetine, Public Enemy are coming in. We're going to talk to John Marsden, who's a fantastic author. Comedian Bill Bailey will be here to make us chuckle. And Southern Culture on the Skids will be cooking up a treat for us. Something to do, perhaps with fried chicken or banana pudding. Recently, there was a busking competition held in Manly, and a whole lot of buskers went there, and I think we should have gone because our busking is incredible. It's astounding art. And you've got egg on your face. And Recovery did manage to go along, but they didn't invite us. Busking in Manly.
We've got people like from down south, western suburbs, everywhere to perform here. It's a great outdoor location, as you can see, beautiful beach, and we're really got a great weather day.
Once I busked over at Manly and I made $250. Satisfaction. I bank it, and sometimes I get stuff like Nintendo games. Busking's great fun.
You know, my grandson really wants to be a stand-up Canadian. I just think it's great.
There weren't really that much people listening to me, and I was a nervous wreck. But then I just thought, oh hell, there's not that much people listening to you, so screw it, just screw it, you know.
You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too
To be a busker, you can really do anything you like. Anything to entertain people.
Just checking out the vibe, and just because it's so good, like when everyone comes together and listen to like certain music.
Hi, I'm Aaron. I've just come up from Hobart to see the busking festival, and it's been really good, and there's been a lot of good competitions and that, and my favourite's probably the sink one just over here.
It's so good to see everyone's talent because it's so always hidden, and this is just like the perfect day.
We should have it more often.
Yeah, for sure.
As you know, there's not enough outlets for people to perform around Sydney these days, so it's a really good outlet for people to entertain people and do what they like to do.
Sitting down by my window. I get enjoyment out of it. Like I may as well play out on the streets as opposed to playing at home. And money, I mean, I do, you know, I could always need a little bit of extra cash. I'm not very sort of rich or anything.
I enjoy the people who gather around, and I enjoy how they smile, and I just enjoy entertaining them.
You talk too much, you worry me to death. You talk too much, you even worry my pet. You just
because just people, you know, didn't bother to listen, you know.
Let's walk, everybody, let's rock and roll tonight.
We just came here. We strung this band together in 2 weeks.
Never, ever do stand-up comedy in a public area.
Granddad, I think you're pissing in the fridge.
Now we've won this whole competition with such, you know, we're going up against such great performers, all very talented.
Could have been maybe have my mic not loud enough. You know, other sounds, because there's actually 2 guys just pretty close to me playing saxophones, and that kind of might have cut down my sound.
I think we'll spend it. Yeah, on gum, in textbooks.
I mean, it's just really, I was here to have fun, and I guess I had a little bit, so not too bitter about it.
Good evening, Medley! Are you ready to rock? Are you ready to roll? Okay, let's do it!
Tim should be coming around tonight to pick me up, and I hope he's got a corsage. I hope that's what people still do.
Mum, can you help?
I was with my friend and Tim was there, and we were talking about our fall. And that's when I said, oh, it'll be really fun, you should come. And then he said, sure.
Julia's not ready, but look, come on in.
It's a really lovely opportunity to just get dressed up and feel like a Hollywood star. So hey, I'm taking it.
You look beautiful.
Thanks.
Yeah, I bought you a corsage. You don't have to wear it if you don't want to.
Oh, I love it. It's really beautiful. I love this.
Election day can be very bewildering for those voting for the first time. So in the hopes of making things a little less confusing, I've spoken to my father and he's passed on some of that great line of magic. The props are provided by my mum. How an election works. This here is a political party. Here are the youth voters, the single parents, the elderly, the unemployed, the environmentalists, all thrown in with the rurals and the unionists. Now, these people all go into the bowl with the intention of making a better this. Invariably, this is the result. Election 98. Who will have their cake and eat it too? I'm son of Lynham. Thanks very much.
Point your finger over there. You point your finger over there. Yeah, you point your finger. You know what to say when you point your finger over there. Yeah.
You gotta love Son of Lion, a man who gives election tips. And don't forget, if you've just woken up, you must vote today. It is compulsory. You must vote. Also, I've got a message.
Will people who watch this programme be able to vote?
Many of them will be able to. Over 18s.
All right.
Yes. I got a message from your tour manager that if Steve and Mark and Candida from the band are watching, and Richard, they must get up. Other members of Pulp, you must get out of your bed because you've got to go to Livid today. So that's a message from your tour manager. If you're watching your other friends on the telly...
Get off your
Yeah,
fat
what a lovely
spotty
way to
arses.
start the day.
You have to give them a message.
Get off your fat spotty arses and get downstairs.
You've got a plane to catch to Livid, so hurry up. That's a message from your tour manager.
Yes.
Do you know much about dandies? Do you know what a dandy is? What's a British version of a dandy?
Regency fob, wasn't it?
Yes, Beau Brummel was one.
Really?
Yes.
What's the meaning of what how do you...
Well, Beau Brummel, as far as I believe, was very flamboyant in his dress in order to kind of rail against the prevailing kind of social attitudes of the time. So he was subversive through his finery. That's my understanding of a dandy.
Well, we have some finery in our studio all the way from Portland, Oregon. They're here to play to us another song called Boys Better. Would you please welcome the Dandy Warhols? The Dandy Warhols live on Recovery, and we'll have a chat to the Dandy Warhols in just a second when we find out what's happening on Triple J this week.
Well, happy Ping Pong Saturday to you. I'm Rosie, and this week on Triple J, well, our feature CD is the new one by the Manic Street Preachers. Listen to that all this week. And tonight from 6 p.m, Sarah McDonald will be presenting a federal election special. Following that will be Mix Up with the Wise Guys, and that right through to Rage. And then next Wednesday, Thursday and Friday, Triple J will be in Newcastle at Civic Park for the Unearthed Special of a Lifetime. We'll be announcing the Triple J Newcastle winners on Friday. So if you're in Newcastle, rock on down to Civic Park for the morning show from 9 till 12, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now, we've got a very exciting powder finger competition happening next week. So all you have to do is listen to Triple J. You'll find out more about it next week because it's top secret. And these are the Triple J Trough Lollies, Bowser and Robbie Buck. And we're here to present you with the very new Scratch and Sniff T-shirts. Aren't they just gorgeous? Have a fabulous weekend and keep on smelling good.
We've got the Dandy Warhols here. Would you like to introduce yourselves to our discerning audience? Please introduce yourself.
Where do we look? Where's Jarvis?
Jarvis has gone to get a drink of water. Did you want him to?
What?
Hello.
That's
Hi.
Peter,
Hi, Courtney,
Brent,
Peter, Brent,
Zia.
and Zia. Thank you for getting up so early and opening our show with your current single, Every Day Should Be a Holiday. You must be a bit tired.
Just a bit.
Yeah. Bit early for you. If people haven't already caught the song on the radio, Every Day Should Be a Holiday, they probably caught it in the film Something About Mary, which is doing very fine. How did you get your song on the film soundtrack?
Right. This is a good question.
Someone else's job.
I don't really know.
No?
No. Thanks for asking.
Well, it's being used to promote the film.
Make phone calls and
they say, hey, we really like your stuff.
And then someone
did
decides
you
to
do
put
it?
it on. No, someone does, but it's not me. I don't think it's Peter.
I don't think you know.
It's definitely not me.
I don't think you have any idea.
Somebody talked on the phone
Frankly.
about it at one point.
Someone talked on the telephone about it.
Yeah, I suppose. I think there's probably a fax and an email involved.
And I'm on the desk.
Well, that's really good. I'm glad you could
That's
answer
probably
that.
how that happened.
Yeah.
We're talking best guess scenario here.
Okay. You sound like a best guess band at the moment. Bit tired.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're... Okay, next best guess. What are we doing up at this hour?
Playing a TV show?
That's your best guess?
Yeah. Best guess.
That's fine. That's very good. Every Day Should Be a Holiday. The start of it sounds very much like Duran Duran's Hungry Like the Wolf.
I thought it sounded like ZZ Top.
Well, I actually interviewed you on the radio on Triple J a while ago, and you said it had you agreed with me that it was like Duran Duran, but you also said it had a Blondie Heart of Glassness and a ZZ Top legsness.
Yeah.
Are you heavily influenced by these bands?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Heavy into the top, dude.
She's got like, I think I actually made the comment that Pete was the illegitimate child of Nick Rhodes.
And
That's
Keith
true.
Richards.
And Keith Richards.
Yeah.
How does that work?
I didn't ask.
Best guess? Is that a best guess scenario?
Can you do another best guess scenario, please?
Okay.
Don't go there.
Don't. All right, not gonna.
Okay. Come Down, second album from the Dandy Warhols. Now, I heard you actually had to re-record this. Like, this is the second version of the album.
No.
No?
That might be the remastered version.
No, but didn't you, like, record it?
No, it's product.
So it was untrue. Everything I read that you
Pretty much.
recorded the album and then you
It's
had...
all lies.
All lies.
So all the notes I've read and studied are all lies?
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
So far.
We do that just to
called
make interviewers
disinformation.
feel uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. Do you want to tell us how you got together? Can you make up a lie about how you got together?
You know, it's funny you should ask, but it's a really interesting story.
Tell it, Court, come on.
Oh, come on, please. It's my favorite one.
Okay.
Can you tell it, Pete?
I don't know. Best guess?
Yes.
Best
Zia?
guess scenario.
You seem the most awake at this
How
point.
did we all get together?
How did you meet?
Tell the story, Z. Come on.
I don't know. Next question.
I really was gonna try and just nothing.
Next question for me is best guess scenario at this point.
It's not like we're not cooperating.
Tell us,
Don't let it be said that we're not trying.
How'd you get your job here?
They asked me.
She's interviewing us.
Well, we're not
Yeah.
doing very good, so we're gonna interview.
Oh,
Don't interrupt the girl.
I have nothing to say. I mean, yeah, I do, but it's maybe a little bit too early. But that's okay. I love your keyboard. It's such an unusual keyboard, and you've got a cushion for it.
Oh, a tablecloth?
Yeah, that's a tablecloth.
Cushion.
It looked like a cushion from here. Even Jarvis said it was a cushion. He liked it. He said.
Jarvis makes stuff up sometimes.
I think so.
I think you guys make up stuff too, but that's cool.
Yeah.
No, it's a tablecloth. So that you can't see that the stand underneath is a waiter's tray.
Oh, really?
I just let the secret out, so now I guess it doesn't matter.
It's an unusual keyboard. What kind of keyboard is it?
It's a Korg MS-20.
Okay, cool.
Hey, did you hear, during the surf scenario that you guys played earlier, did you hear that song? That's a song by a band called Even that's playing with us. Amazing band.
Yes.
Get their CD. It was produced by Tony Lash, who also worked
Who
with
also
us.
did your record?
Yeah, album is brilliant, and the song was on the surf thing. It was a
Yes,
great song.
we like Even. They're a
Even's
Melbourne band. They're from here, and they're very good. And they're playing with you around the place.
Yeah,
And you're
saw
playing.
last night. Really unbelievable.
Yeah. Did you speak to Ash and Wally too?
I may have. I think I spoke to all of them.
That's good.
Read the names. Wallaby.
Wally.
Wallaby.
I'm playing Livid today. Any surprises? I hear you do some pretty wild shows. Any surprises in store for Livid?
We're pretty wild.
It's gonna be pretty wild.
Totally out of control.
Z might play left-handed.
He's gonna play guitar, sing, and stand up at the
No
same
way.
time.
Really?
Push pedals.
Well, I hear you've played naked in the past. Brisbane's got very good weather for that. If you should feel like doing it.
Played naked where?
At Brisbane's Livid Festival.
That's what we
Oh,
got.
I should.
Yeah, maybe, because it's very nice weather. But we won't go into that right now.
Naked
We'll let you know
comes up
that.
immediately. Oh, I should.
Oh, me naked?
Immediately.
The Dandy
You'll
Warhols are
direct all
playing.
naked remarks towards Zia. Thank you.
Dandy Warhols are playing the Livid Festival today. You don't know what time you're going on, do you? Sunday. 7 o'clock?
Something.
All right, you can have a look out for the Dandies there. If not, you can catch them at the Soap Festival in Sydney this coming Sunday, that's tomorrow, and this coming Monday at the Metro with special guest Even. Please thank the Dandy Warhols!
Get him out of here. All right, time, let's go. They don't want us here anymore.
We're out of here.
Reading into things here at Recovery. Next week, we've got Sprung Monkey, who are also going to be at the Livid Festival. They're from San Diego, California. We're going to see a clip. They're on next week's show. Get them out of here, Sprung Monkey.
Well, I walked outside into a sunny day, called some friends to back my play. We went downtown to test a few, and then over to the coast to see what kind of trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. In sweet home San Diego. Now over to PB, the tanning ladies, San Diego girls that drive me crazy. We hooked up on a number or two. We'll call them up later to see what kind of trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. Now all of the bad times, until the boom with the cheap wine, until the puffs of a hate crime, because the holder of a calm hand, it is a real man. Punks on the get low, until the fools with the fake go. called up Zing to hit some spots. We bought a couple of beers to chase the shots. Aces platinum until 2, and then over to the blue to see what kind of trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. What trouble we could get into. The trouble that we get into. 'Cause the lines in the front row. Get him out of here. Until the smoke's on Coco. Get him out of here. Until the water down Green Slope. Get him out of here. Because the West it is a stiff trip. He got no tip. Body in the big booth. Get him out of here. He got the twinkle with the 1-2. Get him out of here. Say Papa on the 80 proof. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. What trouble we could get into, the trouble that we get into. Until the bus with the hippie crack. Get him out of here. Until the gold chain hair back. Get him out of here. You got the rope with the swag sack. Get him out of here. Because unless you got the kindness, you get no love. Wanna be porn star. Get him out of here. Until the jump that's so hard. Get him out of here. Go to Randy in a sports car. Get him out of here. 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 Get him out of here! I said get him out of here! Got the label with the crook deal! Get him out of here! You got the man to play with no feel! Get him out of here! You got the sailor in the high heels! Get him out of here! You got the something out bottleneck! Talk about a shipwreck! Itchy face crackhead! Get him out of here! You got the flagellating fat chick! Get him out of here! You got the limestone hypocrite! Get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Come to a momentarily sad part of our show because our wonderful guests who have been hanging around with us this morning, that is Nick Banks and Jarvis Cocker from Pulp, have to leave us to get on the plane to get across to Livid in time. And It's been wonderful having you with us this morning. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, yes.
That's all right.
Thank you.
It's been enlightening. Yes. We've learnt a lot. We've gone somewhere. Yes, we've been on our journey.
We've evolved.
We've evolved.
Yes, can I just say I hope that you get your gas back on soon as well.
Thank you, so do I. Because we stink in Melbourne, don't we?
Dylan smells everyone.
Sorry. It's one of those worldwide epidemics because next the electricity will go off and then we won't be able to rely on anyone and we'll have to rely on ourselves and the world will change.
It's a little bit of rubbing sticks together.
Does anything like that happen in England, like gas crises?
No, well, I can't say it's ever happened in my lifetime.
No. They have Britpop crises in England and stuff like that.
And hairstyle crises.
Hairdo crises.
Have you collected? It would probably do people good to survive on the wits for a bit, wouldn't it?
It certainly would, I think. Everyone would.
It would sort the wheat from the chaff.
Yes.
Wheat from the chaff.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want to be a chaff.
No.
No, you want to be wheat.
I want to be wheat.
Wheat is good, chaff bad.
Yeah. Chaff is evil.
Wheat, chaff.
No, chaff. Have you collected any shoes on your journeys in Australia? I know you're a bit of a melder.
No, I haven't actually. I haven't bought any shoes.
Oh, well, they're better in Europe anyway.
But Candida, she's been busy collecting pieces of pure cotton, hasn't she?
100%.
100% cotton?
100% pure cotton,
Yeah, because she's doing a patchwork quilt.
While she's in Australia.
Really rock and roll,
It's very rock.
She's one crazy.
What's she writing on the back of the pieces?
Well, she writes where she got the piece of material from, you see, so it has a nice little reminder
A little
when she gets
diary
home.
of events.
Yes.
So her patchwork quilt will have like Perth and Melbourne and stuff on it from where she got.
And New Zealand next. You're going to New Zealand next, Pulp?
Yeah.
That's correct. Yes.
Fun.
Yes, playing Auckland.
Then back home after that, or we're still touring?
Off.
Yes, then we go home.
Do you go home and make a new record or think about it, or you just don't want to know
think about it.
Thinking about it is the best thing at the moment, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being here once
again.
It's been a pleasure. It has been a joy and an honour. Nick Banks and Jarvis Cocker!
Well, we better go then, haven't we?
Yeah, you better go.
We've got to catch the plane.
Farewell, bro.
Goodbye.
See you later,
Goodbye.
Nick.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Best of your squishy brain.
Come on, Nick. We miss the plane if you're not careful. Come on.
Don't want to miss the plane.
Oh, I've got to go.
Now,
I've got
what?
to go.
Am I on my own?
Sorry.
I can't.
See you, Dylan. Bye. I'm
See you later.
Bye.
Can I come?
Yeah, come, quick.
Maybe let's go and tell her. And we've got a guest, so that's great. Our next guest is Australia's best-selling author of teenage fiction. He's written over 20 books, including the award-winning Tomorrow series.